Welcome to CognitionChunks. This information is for entertainment only. I am not trained in philosophy. Is this useful? Is this nonsense? Join me as I attempt to learn from GPT. Here is Eureka! Epochs. Understanding the Origins of Philosophy by GPT. Part 5. Contemporary Philosophical Perspectives. Chapter 13. Philosophy in the 20th and 21st Centuries. Section A. Analytic and Continental Traditions. The distinction between analytic and continental philosophy represents one of the most significant and enduring divides in 20th and 21st century Western philosophy. This divide encompasses differences in methodology, thematic focus, and stylistic approach, influencing how philosophical questions are framed and addressed across various intellectual traditions. Analytic philosophy. Origins and development. Analytic philosophy emerged in the early 20th century, primarily in the Anglo-American and Nordic countries. It evolved from the logical positivism of the Vienna Circle, the philosophy of language of Gottlob Frege and Ludwig Wittgenstein, and the ordinary language analysis of J.L. Austin and the later Wittgenstein. Key characteristics. Logical analysis. Analytic philosophy emphasizes clarity, rigor, and logical analysis. It often employs formal tools, such as symbolic logic, to dissect philosophical problems. Philosophy of language. A central concern is the role of language in shaping thought and reality, leading to detailed examinations of meaning, reference, and linguistic structures. Philosophical methodology. Analytic philosophers typically approach philosophical issues by breaking them down into more manageable problems, aiming for precise definitions and arguments. Influential figures. Bertrand Russell, G. Moore, Ludwig Wittgenstein, Willard Van Orman-Quine, and Saul Kripke are among the key figures in the development of analytic philosophy. Thematic focus. While diverse in its interests, analytic philosophy has been particularly influential in logic, philosophy of mind, philosophy of science, and epistemology. Continental philosophy. Origins and development. Continental philosophy refers to a set of traditions and styles of philosophy that emerged predominantly in mainland Europe, especially in France and Germany, in the 19th and 20th centuries. It encompasses phenomenology, existentialism, structuralism, post-structuralism, and critical theory, among other movements. Key characteristics. Historical and contextual analysis. Continental philosophy often emphasizes the historical and cultural context of philosophical issues, focusing on how they arise from and impact human existence and society. Critical engagement with texts. There is a strong emphasis on interpreting and critically engaging with the texts of past philosophers, often in a more expansive and less formal style than analytic philosophy. Themes and concerns. Continental philosophy frequently addresses broad questions about human existence, society, culture, power, and art. It is known for its explorations of subjectivity, freedom, alienation, and the critique of modernity. Influential figures. Key figures include Friedrich Nietzsche, Edmund Husserl, Martin Heidegger, Jean-Paul Sartre, Michel Foucault, and Jacques Derrida. Interdisciplinary approaches. Continental philosophy is notable for its interdisciplinary engagement with the humanities, including literature, psychoanalysis, political theory, and the arts. Dialogue and tensions. Differences in approach. The divide between analytic and continental philosophy is often characterized by differing approaches to philosophical problems, preferred philosophical style, and sometimes divergent views on what constitutes legitimate philosophical inquiry. Efforts at dialogue. Despite historical tensions, there have been increasing efforts to bridge the divide, with philosophers from both traditions engaging with each other's work and recognizing the value of diverse approaches to philosophical questions. Conclusion. The analytic and continental traditions represent two distinct but equally rich and complex approaches to philosophy. Each offers unique insights and methodologies for exploring philosophical questions, contributing to the vibrant and diverse landscape of contemporary philosophical thought. Thank you for joining us for another Cognition Chunks. Please like and subscribe.